That didn't actually hurt, it just sounded like it should have hurt, so I said, oh, okay. I wasn't gonna record this right now. I was gonna record this tomorrow while my siblings were at school because, you know, the house is all peaceful and dead and silent. But then it occurred to me, they have a snow day, so I can't record. So here I am, recording at 5 a.m. in the peaceful, quiet house. Pray for my sleep schedule, I'm dying. You know, speaking of snow days, do you ever just like look at the Weather Channel and see that you're getting 4 to 10 inches of snow and think, wow, we're getting a lot of snow. I really hope my online school closes. I don't know how our virtual buses are gonna drive through all that snow and get to our computers. We should close. I need a snow day. Anyway, let's talk about the art. That's why you're here. In fact, before we get into that, let me just quickly say what exactly is happening, because this is my first video and you probably want some sort of explanation on what on earth is going on. So hi, welcome to my channel. I am not collected or organized right now. This channel is the Space Taco. Why? Because I like space and I like tacos. So there you go, I couldn't think of anything else. And on this channel, I'll be doing primarily art stuff, specifically traditional art stuff that I'm experimenting with. Most of the stuff I'll be doing on this channel is new to me and I've never actually tried it before. Like, I'm an artist, I draw cartoons, mainly digitally, but the art I'm trying on this channel is pretty new to me. So it's like, it's gonna be cool, it's gonna be an adventure, we're not gonna die and it's gonna be great and we're gonna experiment with things. Isn't that fun? Okay, stop. A weird sign popped up on my computer, and now I am conflicted and confused. Okay, we're fine. So yes, that's what we're doing, we're experimenting with art. And in every video where I make a new art creation, which I want to make these videos pretty frequently, like maybe once a week or two, once every 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah. And every time I make another art project thing, I'm going to give it to someone. For instance, what I'm making in this video is a box, I'll get to that in a bit, but I'm giving it to my dad. And the reason I'm giving these things to people is because, one, my room is too small to actually fit this stuff in. I have to find places to cram everything in because I have a lot of stuff and not a lot of space. So, we're making a space box in this video. Maybe that'll solve my space problem. I found that a lot funnier than you probably will. Okay. Reason 2 is it feels good to give people things and to know that you're making something for someone. It makes the project overall more special, and it also makes you want to work harder on it because it's something someone else will have to keep. Like, if I was making stuff for myself, I would be motivated, but I would also be less worried about messing up because in the end I would be keeping it, and if it looked like an ugly piece of trash, well, only I would be seeing it. But because I'm giving it to someone else, it makes me want to do my best because they're gonna keep it and they're gonna have it and they don't want something that looks like trash. So I think all of that made sense. Yeah, let's move on. I like tapping things, it's fun. So let's talk about the art thing I'm making in this video. In this first video, I went to Hobby Lobby and I bought a boring, bland wooden box, and I brought it home and decided we were gonna decorate it with spacey designs, yes! And we were gonna make it beautiful, and we were gonna make it something better than just a boring wooden box. And let me tell you, this was not my best. I've never drawn on wood before, and actually, the night before I started working on the space box, I decided to test out what it felt like to draw on wood by using a super tiny wooden box that I wasn't going to use for anything, and I realized drawing on wood is significantly different than drawing on paper. Something I should have expected, but didn't for some reason. I tried to draw a cactus. I'm not sure why I was trying to draw a cactus, but it just felt right. I don't know. Why am I explaining this? And it did not look like a cactus. It looked like a lump with some sticks sticking out of it. I was very disappointed and immediately lost faith in my entire Spacebox project. But surprisingly, this actually turned out better than what I thought it would. It wasn't great, like it was experimental, like this is new, but it was much better than I thought it was gonna be, and I'm very proud of it for being like a first time. The planets look like planets, so that's a good thing. The only thing I was significantly disappointed in was the rockets. I drew some little space rockets on the first side of the box, and they were all very deformed. But you know what? That makes them unique. They're unique, deformed, sad rockets. Real quickly, just in case you're wondering what I used to make this, I guess I'll say that. I used these artisan paint markers because a random guy at Hobby Lobby told me that they would work, so I trusted him, and yeah. I used those to color things. I did all the outlining with actually a normal pen. It wasn't anything special. I couldn't find anything special, so I just used a pen. Also, I used this other artsy pen my sister got me. I'm not sure what kind of pen it is. I just know that it worked, and that's the best I can tell you about that specific pen. One thing I didn't think through was that it probably wasn't a good idea to color the entire side of a box with the artisan paint markers. They kind of died. I had to go buy more. I'm not sure if new paint markers are supposed to die after that happens. The second ones I got lasted longer. I don't know why. It was very confusing. As you can tell, I've never done this and I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, that's we learned not to kill the markers accidentally. I don't even know. Another thing I learned throughout this video was my camera angles were a little off. There is a part of this video where you're just gonna see my hand drawing something, but you won't be able to see what I'm actually drawing because my hand is blocking it because I put the camera on the right side and I'm right-handed, and so you just see my hand. But you know what? My hand is beautiful and you should enjoy that view. And don't worry because that doesn't last very long. So then you get back to seeing okay camera angles. Yeah, I'm learning how this works. Another thing I realized was sanding is very important. I did sand this box, but I did not sand it very well. Specific parts of the box were very rough and they were very difficult to draw on. I think I underestimated how important sanding was. I should have worked on that more. I didn't understand the importance of sanding. Puns, yes. So yes, those are some of the lessons we learned on this project. Again, I can say I'm very happy with it, even though there were some problems. It was definitely better than I thought it would be for a first try. I want to do more videos drawing on wood as well. The first few I think are gonna be like that, but that won't be the only thing I'm doing. I want to try painting, which trust me, that will be embarrassing because painting is literally the worst thing for me when it comes to art. I cannot paint a functional picture and I don't know why. Because when I draw, as far as cartoons go, I can draw a decent picture. It's not like I'm a perfect artist, but I can draw a decent cartoon and I'll be happy with it. But the second you give me paint, I ruin everything. I draw a disaster. I guess I paint a disaster. I don't even know how to talk about paint. You see, this doesn't work. My paintings have the power to physically blind a person. They're not great, but it's okay because this channel is about experimenting and improving. And let's stay positive, even though I'm very tired as I'm recording this. And I'm laughing at things that aren't even funny. So yeah, I hope my dad enjoys the box. Actually, I gave it to him and he liked it, so I'm happy about that. And I hope to make other things for people in the future that they will hopefully like as well. If you're a family member of mine, you're practically obligated to like what I make you. Making the box was fun. It got a bit tiring at some points because it did feel like it took an entire eternity, but it was worth it. And you know, that's how you need to look at a lot of things, because sometimes things feel like they take forever, but the result makes it worth it. So there's a fun life lesson for you. I feel so old and wise, giving out advice and wisdom. Also, making this box, even though it did get tiring, was significantly better than some of the other things I've been doing lately. For instance, literature. Literature. Save me. I cannot do this. I can't do another analysis paper. I will not, even though I have one due next month and I'm practically forced to, so I really have no choice, but I still— we're not talking about this, no. You've been watching the speed draw for a little bit, and we're nearing the end where you get to actually see the final result. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll enjoy the videos I post in the future, because I'm very excited about that. Anyway, without further ado, let's show you the finished clip of the finished box. Enjoy that. Let's— yes. Here's the finished box. You got the beautiful first side, which is similar to the, I guess, third side. I almost dropped it. And then here we got the beautiful rainbows, which murdered my markers. And inside we got these colorful polka dots that remind me of birthday cake. So, hey, zoom in on the box for the final shot. Cut. Oh, oops. The final. Okay. All right, you got this? Yeah. Awesome. There's the box. Proud. Okay, we're done.